I must say hello to everyone, and as a reminder, please press the subscribe button to show your appreciation to my channel. Thank you.
Could you explain Quran 113:3? But we have topic now. Why you want to change topic? But I will do it for you, no problem. But there's nothing there, I mean, what this is very stupid. It's just another stupidity of Muhammad. Speaking, Muhammad, he believed in the evil eye, you know. Uh, the real story behind this chapter, Muhammad, he cannot have sex. If you have kids around, you use headphone, whatever, do whatever, warning, we. Our topic is Islam, which means it's not really for kids. So Aisha, she come to Muhammad. She placed her hand on his hair. She's a teenage now. She's horny. And Muhammad is not able to have sex with her. So Muhammad, he come with this funny so-called chapter. All of it is 5 verses. They are not even 10 to 20 words. So say I seek refuge with the Lord of the daybreak. The Muslim will translate the word falaq as a daybreak. I will let it go. From the evil of what he created. So Muhammad saying that Allah taught him this, which doesn't make sense. Because do you need to say certain things to be protected by Allah? Aren't you a prophet of Allah already? Min sharri ghasiqin idha waqab. Waqab is when the penis stand up. And I can show that from the Muslim interpretation. The Muslim will say to you, Christian Prince is lying. I challenge any Muslim right now to put his hand up in the stage, and I will make you read it with your own eyes. So Aisha, she want to have sex. Muhammad, his penis is not working. And we have reference for that. Muhammad, he says, I was the most weak person between all mankind in sex. Until I invoke my God Allah, and he sent me a dish of shish kebab. I ate it, I get the power of 40 men. And he claimed each time he need to have sex, he call Allah, Allah send him the dish. So which means the dish doesn't fix it forever. You have to eat it always before the sex. And here again, the Muslim, they come to you and they speak about logic. The Prophet, he was the most weak person in intercourse. And how Allah, he fixed his intercourse? By giving him a dish of shish kebab. True. This is the book, it's called At-Tabaqat al-Kubra. And here it mentioned here that Muhammad, he could not have sex, according to the story here, for 29 days. But the Muslim didn't say until now why. But here we see something very unique. Muhammad, he said, I was the most weak person between all mankind in effing, until Allah, he sent down on me a dish of kebab, and each time I ask for it, I find it in within 15 to 20 minutes. Sa'a in Arabic today mean hour, but in the old days used to be for like 15 to 20 minutes. So each time Muhammad, he want to have sex, and he was the most weak person between all mankind, and we will copy and paste, and you can read the translation. The Messenger of Allah, Let's play it.
The messenger of God, may God bless him and grant him peace, said, I was one of the least people to have sexual intercourse until God revealed to me the sufficiency. I did not want it at any time except that I found it in the amount of meat.
So this translation is not right. So there's no sufficiency. It's a dish of kebab. This is why it says, each time I wish for it, and this dish have meat. It's a dish of meat. So I was the most weak person in sexual intercourse between all mankind. So it is clear that Muhammad have a sexual problem. He cannot have sex. Then if we go here back to the story of in chapter 113, this is why it says, I seek protection from the daybreak, like at night, according to the Muslim translation. At night, people want to have sex. Women, she's horny, the man is horny, etc. Sleeping next to each other. So I seek God from the evil of this time. So what is the wrong with this time? Min sharri ghasiqin idha waqab, from the evil when the penis stand up, and his penis is not standing up. And this is why Muhammad, he claimed that his penis is not working because somebody, he did witchcraft on him. If you remember, there's many hadith where Aisha, she said, the Prophet become under black magic, so he used to imagine himself having sexual intercourse. In fact, he never did. Here you see that a man, again Muhammad accusing the Jews, a man, his name is Labid ibn al-Asam from the tribe of Bani Qurayza, which is a Jewish tribe, worked magic on Allah Messenger till Allah Messenger started imagining that he had a done thing, which in fact he did not do. Things like what? Having sex with his wives. In fact, like here, they are not showing the sex part, but we will find it for you. Muhammad, he have a sexual problem here. Here in this hadith in al-Bukhari, Bukhari 6063, Aisha, she confirmed that Muhammad, he imagined himself having sexual intercourse, but in fact, he never did. The Prophet continued for such and such period, imagining that he had slept. In fact, it says he have ifed his wives, but in fact, he did not. What happened here, Muhammad is not imagining anything. This is the wife of Muhammad trying to cover up for him. This Muhammad, he's a pervert. And when you have something missing on you, it was to F all his wives in one night. Muhammad have at least 25 wives. Even though most of Muslims, they will say to you 13, but we can get the reference where it says 25 wives. But imagine they are 13. Imagine they are 9. If Muhammad, he have sex with all his wives during one night, let us assume that he was using 8 hours. He did not sleep, which is impossible. You need sleep. Everyone needs sleep, right? So how a man, he can have sex with 13 women? So Muhammad, he lie in the front of those pervert friends like him, and he said to them, yesterday I did this and this. Then those guys, they tell their wives, and the people, they start saying, how in the world he can do that? Ama yatiquhu? Let us show you the hadith. How he can do that, And then they start asking the wives, yesterday the Prophet, he said, no, the Prophet did not come to my house yesterday. penis. I did not profit. They didn't know what he's saying. The wife didn't know. So Muhammad got busted. And now he have to cover up his lies. He cannot have sex. He was making up stories about how good he is in bed. He was telling Muslims that he have the power of 40. Some hadith he claimed 30 men or 40 men. So when this happened, Muhammad, he have to come with a story to cover his butt from being exposed. So he said, oh, there is a guy, he have a black magic on me, so I thought I had intercourse, but in fact I did not. Muhammad have the power of 30 men in sex. Different hadith says 40. I can show you that too if you want. But it doesn't matter really. 30, 40 is the same garbage. So how when hadith says the Prophet, he was the most weak person between all mankind, as we showed you in this book, At-Tabaqat al-Kubra, volume number 8, page number 192. We can translate. So the Prophet, he have a penis, have the power of 40 men or 30 men. But the same Prophet, Allah here sent him a dish of shish kebab, and after he ate, look actually here, we did not translate this part. Let me translate this part for you.
He said, the messenger of God, may God bless him and grant him peace, said, Gabriel met me with a pot, so I ate from it and was given the strength of 40 men in sexual intercourse.
Can you believe it, how stupid this religion is? An angel of God, he came from Allah's kitchen. He is holding a pot. You know what? Let me go to AI and see what AI can help us with this in scenario. How Allah is so powerful, Allah is so amazing, he can do, he say be, and now he want to fix the penis of Muhammad. He need to send a dish of, in a pot, cooking pot, with the angel Jibreel. Can't Allah from heaven says, fix his penis will be the best penis in the world? If they keep doing this way, I have to keep watching the screen, keep saying resume, I sent him an email, did not even respond. Anyway, let us see. So this is the angel coming to deliver the shish kebab to Prophet Muhammad in the desert. All right, he came so fast. And Jibreel, for sure he is not delivering his own dish. This is a dish made by Allah. This is a dish made by Allah, sent to Prophet Muhammad. Remember, Muhammad is invoking his God. So he invoked his God, he sent the rescue. Who he sent? He sent Jibreel with the pot full of shish kebab. Prophet Muhammad, he ate it, and right away, his penis like, it's like an antenna, It's amazing, the power of Allah. And the Muslims, they say Allah created everything, but Allah could not fix Muhammad's penis except by food. What kind of God this God is? I mean, you can go to buy some Viagra. With that, does that mean this is God too? What happened to the God? He say be is going to be. He is the one in control. And how Muhammad even got this illness of his penis? How Allah He allowed that to happen to Muhammad penis? Let me see if I can make a better image than this one. Let us see. He is holding Arabian book. Let us see now if I'll change a little bit the text. We will see if that can make a better. The prophet penis is not working, brother and sisters. Imagine if we are existing in his time and he tell us this story, we would die laughing. And those people, they want to kill you. Ah, this is better. This is way better. All right. I got a better delivery, guys. Hold on. I did change some words in the description, and I got this. What do you think, guys? But this donkey of Jibreel have a two head of donkeys. Yeah, those AIs are just garbage. You know, they make stupid pictures sometimes. The donkey have two heads. And look at the shish kebab. Oh boy. Hey Muslims, anyone have an objection? And then you Muslim, you claim you have an argument and you have religion. Is that religion? A guy, he's a prophet of God. He have a lot of wives. His penis is not working. His God, he sent a dish of shish kebab. Aisha, she touched his hair. Muhammad, he claimed that somebody invade his penis and put the black magic on him. So now his penis become like a piece of a fabric. Nothing will make it stand up, even if you play the anthem for it. Is that a true story, Muslims? Is that the prophet you follow? And then they say to you that Trinity is not logical. I mean, this religion, everything in it is absolutely a joke. Guys, imagine, you know, forgive me, God, for what I will say, but just to show people how we can compare and how big the difference between our Lord and their garbage. Imagine Peter saying that about himself. John saying that about himself. Who of us is going to read a book and believe in such a book? This is a prophet of God, and this is his God, and shish kebab and pot, and his penis not working, and then after he ate it, he got the power of 40 men. 40 men? The funny, in one of the stories, says that Fatima, she ate from it too. Did she get the power of 40 men? Because of Fatima, she ate from the same dish. I was wondering what happened to Fatima. Maybe she purchased some sex toys, because there's no men can satisfy her after that. I mean, she just ate a dish will give her the power of 40 men. And she's a girl. But children, simply, he cannot have sex. Muhammad, he cannot have sex. And if you think about it, Muhammad, look at this. Muhammad, he dressed the women clothes. Muhammad put eyeliner. Muhammad, he do be like a woman. Muhammad, you know, kiss men in their side or down their belly. there's tons of things, and all of them showing us that Muhammad have a problem with his sexual orientation. Not only his sexuality is very weak, obviously he feel he's a female. So because now he is trying to be a leader, and those Arab, they will not accept someone he is a gay to be a leader for them. So he's trying to, and in this case Muhammad is the female, he's trying to marry as many as he can, and the point is to prove that he is the real man. And he bragged very much about how many women he can sleep with every night. But in the same time, the story, it's not true. Because as we showed you, when they spoke to the wives about the Muhammad, the hero in bed, you know, the wives, they expose him and they say, you know what? Our husband, he did not even touch hers. You know, he is imagining himself having sexual relationship, but in fact, he did not do that. Now, some of you might say, well, why you think that Muhammad is trying to prove that he is powerful in his sexuality, and why you think it's important for him to do so? There's many proofs, you know, not only the reference we mentioned before. If you remember this story we are showing you in front of you, we mentioned it before. It's a story about Moses. If you read this story with me, you will see the following: that according to Muhammad, a bunch of Jews, they accuse Moses, and Moses is the prophet, all right, that he have a problem with him. What is the problem with Musa? He have inflammation in his testicles. So Muhammad, he is learning from the Jews, according to the story, that the Jews, they will not accept someone to be a prophet unless he is very healthy, and sexuality is very important. So when Moses take a bath, he don't take a bath with them. So the Jews, they accuse him, according to Muhammad's story, that he have a disease in his testicles. So Allah wanted to prove that the testicles of the Prophet Moses are very powerful, and they are boom, bim, boom. So when Moses, he put his clothes on a stone, and he went to the lake where usually he take a bath, Allah, he made the rock steal the clothes of Moses and run with it. So the stone moved with his clothes, and Moses ran after it, saying, "Oh stone, my clothes, oh stone, my clothes," until he reached to Bani Israel, which means the people of Israel. And imagine how many thousand are watching now, and he is totally naked. And then the stone stopped, and everybody had chance to see his private parts. And they said, by Allah, Moses' testicles is amazing, and testicles penis is like, the Moses' penis is like, wow, you know. So this is telling you how important it is, to the point even Allah himself is making a stone moving, which is a miracle. To prove what? To prove that his prophets have the best testicles and the best penis between all mankind. So Muhammad, he have an idea that he cannot be a good prophet unless he is a very powerful person in sexuality. And I think this is very convincing to explain to you why it's so important for Muhammad to speak about the power of his penis, the power of his testicles. Even he promised the Muslims when they go to heaven, their penis will be endless because size does matter, and how many women they will be able to sleep with, and how many, etc., and they will not be out of sperm. And even Allah, he promised him a river of sperm in heaven. So everything is about sex for Muhammad, not because he is sex addicted. He is just trying to prove himself. He is suffering from self-confident situation. And because of that, he focused on something which is obviously he suffered from. You will not notice Muhammad speaking about different things. Like why Muhammad don't speak about his, anything else? Why is too much about the sexuality? Why Muhammad, he want to go outside and tell men who they have nothing to do with his household, tell them how he have sex with his wives, and how many women he did every day, and how many women he can sleep with every night. It doesn't make sense unless some of you, they will say he is a perverted. I say he is a perverted in mind, yes, but he is suffering from self-confidence. So always when he see men and they have their children and etc., which means they are already proving that they are man enough. By the way, being a man has nothing to do with having kids. But Muhammad, he understands very well his culture, the people around him, what kind of people they are. And obviously we saw in the chapter there, chapter 108, where a guy accused him that he is cut off. So this was a very deep issue in his life, and everything support one idea, that Muhammad cannot have kids, can't even have sex. This is why he married more women, just to prove to others that he is the man. Now if we go to the Quran, you will see there's a chapter in the Quran saying and confirming 33 verse number 40 saying وَمَا كَانَ مُحَمَّدٌ أَبَا أَحَدٍ مِّن رِجَالِكُمْ. You can go to any translation you want. So Muhammad, he was not a father of any of your children, or a man among you. All right. Now a man here present a male. So Muhammad have no children. And you know what? If this verse is accurate, Muhammad, he have to be worried about tomorrow having a child, and he grow up and he became a man. All right. So why Muhammad is so sure and saying that? Even actually there's a verse in the Quran, if we go and search a little bit, this is why we see in chapter 108, verse number 1 and 2, 3, the whole chapter, actually the whole chapter is 3 verses just about the testicles of Muhammad, and defending the accusation that he is not man enough to have a family. Now the Muslims, they try to make it as, you know what, because his children, they die, so somebody made fun of him. This doesn't make sense for a very simple reason. When Muhammad, first of all, his children, the one they call them childrens, and they die. Muhammad, you know, is like, this is not something unusual to happen if somebody, his child dies. So what a big deal. You know, it's not, you know, if you can have sex and you have a child, nobody can say you are cut off. For a very simple reason, you can still have more children. But here they will see, they accuse him that he is abtar. Abtar, the Muslim, they try to translate it as, you know, as cut off, but they add things to cut off. It's the fact it is cut off. The man is accusing him that his penis is cut off. He don't have a penis. So if you go and see the interpretation, this is Yusuf Ali, you will see he will be cut off. What he will be cut off? He is cut off, not he will be cut off. He is accusing him to be abtar, accusing him to be cut off, not accusing him he will be. And you know what? If this is true, if this verse is about a man accuse Muhammad that he will be cut off, all right, this is mean the man, he said the truth, because Muhammad don't have a children. So why the Quran is making this verse saying that the one who accused you of that, he will be cut off, not you. See it? He will be cut off. So if this is true, it's mean the Quran is a fabrication book, because here the Quran is trying to confirm that Muhammad, he is not cut off. So if cut off is about having children or having not children, this is mean the Quran here have a big problem, because Muhammad don't have children, and the Quran is saying to him, you know what, he will be cut off, not you. So if cut off here is about children, it's mean the Quran here have a problem, because the Quran predicting that Muhammad will have a lot of children, because obviously he's saying he will be cut off, not you. And not only this, he promised him Al-Kawthar. What is Al-Kawthar? This is the name of the chapter. Al-Kawthar is a white river of heaven, which is nothing but a sperm. A river of sperm waiting for Muhammad. What are you talking about? But as we know, in the heaven, there's no children. In heaven, Muslims will not have children. They can have sex, but there's no children. There's no women get pregnant there. So obviously the cut off here, even the Muslims that try to add false fiction between two brackets, it's not exist there. Still, that is not really the correct translation. You see, everyone he give you different translation. The Muslims agree. The only thing Muslims, by the way, they agree upon is not to agree. All right. So everyone he give you his own fiction translation, but the fact the verse is so clear. Somebody says to him, "You are cut off. You cannot have children," according to the Muslim translation. But in the same time, if this is you cannot have children, that means the Quran is wrong, and this means the Quran is a false book. For Muhammad, for truth, he don't have children. So, what's the point of this verse? So obviously the Quran is defending Muhammad that he is not cut off, which means he have a penis and he have a sexual power. And the one who is saying that his penis cut off, he's not a man, he is making a false accusation.